Welcome back. Today we have started a rewire. I've had Nick with me today, so we've got all the different tools, got the chasers. I've got all my tools, mainly jam donuts and sausage rolls to be fair. Got to feed the workmen, eh? So straight in, chased up, double socket, single switch. We're using oval all-round band like we do on Nick's channel. Double socket there, 2 doubles in that corner, and then Nick smashed out the kitchen as well. So we've got all sorts going on in here. We'll show it all off tomorrow. We've got a double socket there. We've got all sorts going on in there. The old board was in here, ripped that all off, ripped everything out. Got new water bonding going in there and gas going on there. In here, we've got a toilet. So we've got a new light, boiler spur going up there, and then a light switch. This job is gonna be a 3 or 4 day job, probably a 3 day because we're pretty much all chased out. All floorboards are up, everything old's cut off. And we're pretty much ready tomorrow to chase in 6 double sockets and then it's pretty much smash in all the cables, and then all that's left is a second fix stage and doing a little bit of bonding around the sockets so we can get them on. I'll just bring you upstairs. What I've done is I've cut off absolutely every single old cable that is accessible or in my way that I've seen. So all the old socket fronts are gone and all the old runs have been up, and everything is a nice clean run now, away from pipes. Everything's drilled, ready. That's ready for my scrap cable green bin. Cables drilled, ready for down and up. Switches, everything's marked, ready for Nick to smash it with the chaser tomorrow. So today we've had a solid day and it's only 3:30, 4 o'clock now. We didn't get started till 9 o'clock by the time we got the tools in, started marking up and that. So I'm really happy how far this job has come along in 7 hours really. Bathroom's up as well. So all this is up, and then the plumbers have already had that lot up, so I've just pieced it all back up, ready. Fuse board's going down here. So realistically, we have smashed this one so far on day 1. And then the plan of attack is tomorrow, get all the cables in, and then I'm gonna pull a bit of a late one because it's Friday night. As you do, self-employed, put some patch up round the sockets, so come Monday we can second fix absolutely everything. So it should be a 3 day turnaround on this job, which is going to be absolutely lovely, and it's quite nice working with Nick for a change, having someone who can just crack on. Obviously me and Nick are pretty much the same, so he taught me, we both work exactly the same way. Just a few little things different, we work differently now, but just leave him to crack on with a room. He knows what he's doing, and then I've been smashing it out up here, lifting all the boards, drilling them all, so everything is ready for tomorrow. So we'll catch up with Nick tomorrow and I will try and get a few videos at this rewire. Day 3 on the rewire, it's a Saturday. I've been here solo on my own today just for about half a day. Finishing off bits and bobs, like getting it ready for Monday, where literally all we've got left to do now is put on an outside light, wire up a fuse board. So Nick's gonna be putting some trunking on the wall, wiring up a fuse board, doing gas and water bonding, but it's all in one little cupboard, which I'll show you in a second. I've second fixed everywhere apart from the switches because I don't have them yet, and the lights. I'm picking them up later and they're getting delivered. So I'm just waiting for them, otherwise I would have done it today. Everywhere I put a bit of bonding around all the sockets. I said to the customer, I can do this to get them on, but the customer's a painter and decorator and he said, don't put the bonding surface, leave it looking a bit rough. So hence I'm explaining why it looks a bit rough. Because he says, leave it looking rough and not right to the edge. So he's going to put some stuff he's got over the top to make it look on a nice clean finish. I've done that. I've been a plasterer, I've been a chippy, chopping up floors, and I've been a sparky for the past 3 days. Hats off to Nick. He's absolutely smashed the chase in with the Metabo wall chaser. I've not even done one single chase. He's literally just been, I've been prepping the floor, cutting all the runs, running cables, whilst Nick's been cutting up the walls really. I'll just give you a quick run round now of the overall project. So if you're watching this and you're a potential customer or wanting a rewire done or any electrical works via Nick and myself, we do team up. Obviously we're both on our own, but we do team up and smash big jobs out like this. It's not a big job, it's a 2-bed rewire, but I mean an ongoing project of chopping out walls, rewiring, bit of plastering. So we can do that kind of thing pretty much anywhere in the UK. So if you do want to do something like that, obviously if it's further afield, then the digs and a bit of expenses will have to go on the bill, but we're more than happy to do so. We did that 2 years ago, and we did it on the trot, and it was quite enjoyable, to be fair, looking back at it. So if you do want any works doing like that, or anything from car chargers, solar, any electrical works, then you can send an inquiry over on my Traderfy. So there'll be a link in the description to my homepage, or if any other tradies are watching and you want your own Traderfy inquiries page, then you can click the link below or use code ADAM30 to get 30% off Traderfy. As you know, Traderfy does many things, not just a cool inquiry page. You can make your own website from it, get inquiries, use it day in, day out as your scheduler, invoice quotes, everything. So make sure you check that out. Right, let's get back to the job and I'll show you around. So as we come into the property, we've got a double socket down there. I've left them off a little bit. They're bit, but left them off a bit as that's what the customer requested. He's a painter and decorator, so he knows how it works in the trade. Oval, nicely done with all-round band in the middle holding it back, a little bit of bonding round, everything's stripped and ready to go. We've got another double down there, and then we've got 2 doubles down there, as you can see. Central light going on. I'll put a photo on the screen now of what light's going on there. In the hallway, we've got 1 central light switch back over here. Smoke alarm is just hidden around the corner here. I thought that's better as a fuse board's in this cupboard, and then obviously you've got coverage right at the top on that one. Into the kitchen, we've got a central light, heat alarm. That double socket and that grid switch are on their own dedicated circuit, as this is for appliances, and then obviously just 1 double socket, so that's fine. We've got a 6mm here for the cooker, 10mm here for a potential hob, big induction hob or bigger cooker. I'd just like to future-proof it, put a 10 and a 6 in, and then you're covered. Obviously everything's looking nice and neat. Extractor, which is wired off of here. I just need to wire it up. So on here, we're gonna have a fridge socket, a dishwasher, a washing machine, and the extractor. So it'll be a 4-gang isolation switch. New circuit over there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sockets on that. So that'll be nice. Drilled through for an outside light. That just needs chasing up and poking through. We've got Henley blocks and new tails all the way run through. We've got a new board in here. We've got a KMF switch going on them for anyone about to be typing away. And it's within a depth of greater 50mm. So we've got all them cables there. We've got a nice bit of white trunking. We're gonna cut out this, bring it down, cover up that mess where the old fuse board was with a nice new fuse box board. And then gas is there and the water's in that little hole. So I've not told Nick yet, but he's gonna have to put a gas water bond clamp in there and obviously gas there. Moving on to the downstairs loop. We've got a square light again and a switch, and then a boiler spur up there just for that white flex just to be wired straight in. I just need to pick up a fuse spur with a flex outlet on so the plumbers can, in the future, if they want to do anything or install a hive, then they can easily wire it up and not be messing around with patches in the wall. Outside the back on this job, there's nothing apart from 1 outside light. As we come upstairs now, we've got 1 central light there, which is right above, in line with the middle of the banister. Smoke alarm again, and then into bed 1, we've got switch, double socket either side of the bed, double socket there, central light, and then back into bed 2. We've got a switch, double socket, everywhere's fairly tidy. I've just had a bit of a hoover up. Back on the landing, we've got a bathroom switch there, landing switch there, which is obviously 2-way, and then a double socket there. And then in the bathroom here, there's literally just a BT14 going up there. So overall, it's day 3 really for me here, but it will be day 3 for me and Nick on Monday. We have finished a little bit earlier each day, but I'm really happy so far of how far I've got on. I'm gonna pop back potentially tomorrow, even though it is Sunday, if the lights turn up tonight, and just get them second fix. So then Monday, I've got a nice easy day of watching Nick really. So yeah, if you're watching this, Nick, sorry mate, but I'm working over the weekend and I'm gonna watch you on Monday. But I'm paying him, so he can't say anything. I've separated all our tools in the lounge as well, ready. So here's all my little bits and bats I've had in, and then naturally Nick's emptied his whole van as he typically does. Metabo wall chaser, all the Milwaukee gear, spit nail gun. So overall, my 3 best purchases, well, Nick's best purchases, but tools we've used on this Rewire. Number 1, Metabo with the Hoover. Great, minimal dust, and obviously it's perfect for the oval or just chasing. Number 2 would probably be the spit nail gun. It fires the boxes in, the all-round band, absolutely everything, absolute game changer. And then Nick's number 3 would be his little Gizmo M12 combi with hole saws I always cut my hands on with a massive long arm egg bit. But my number 3 is this here. I don't actually own one, I need to buy one. The Milwaukee stapler, Electrician's cable stapler, which takes these staples here, metal, so they're fire rated, very nice, very fast. It's got a lot of oomph to it as well compared to the DeWalt one, or there's a Viper one or something, there's a green one as well, which I've had to play with. PPE wise, or hand tools and stuff like that, I would say a good set of screwdrivers is going to do you good on a Rewire, and then Unilights in the loft, and then PPE, you can't go wrong with them. JSP masks, Screwfix, 25-30 quid, teamed up with a Unilight head torch, is absolutely game changing for the loft work. You're not crawling around with no light. You put your 360 light up the top, you've got your headlight on, so anywhere you look, there's light, and ultimately you're not going to die 30 years earlier than you should, as long as you wear a mask. Then the other little tool which we used a lot for the Rewire was the rods. They're game changers, definitely good, along with the Amazon blades for the multi-tools for cutting up nice new boards, make sure they're nice clean cuts. Literally, I think that was 20 quid for 50 blades, so it's a bargain really. You can buy 50 on each job. Just make sure you cover yourself when you're quoting jobs for the costings of blades, screws, plugs, Fisher plugs, silicone, everything. You definitely have to cover yourself, so just watch out for that one. Luckily, I've seen Nick price jobs and many others, and the friends I have around me ultimately really do help me. So really appreciative of everyone that helped me learn pricing, but it's really paid off. Starting to get some good jobs in, business is booming, and I'm busy, which is good, but it's a little bit stressful just trying to manage everything. But hey ho, we'll worry about that another day. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one. Bye.